Ferrari is threatening to leave F1 over new racing rules and a potential sale of the race to Liberty Global. John Malone, resident auto expert Matt Miller, joins us now with more on this real-life M&A telenovela.
It's a telenovela.
Yes.
It's really a fascinating story. It's a very soap opera-ish kind of line here. First of all, you've got the players. The names alone, at least the chairman of Ferrari, is good enough for a telenovela. Luca Cordero di Montezemolo. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but he looks like a soap star.
Yes.
And you've got Donald McKenzie, not as much of an exciting name, who's the head of CVC. They own the majority of Formula One. Bernie Ecclestone owns the rest. And then you've got John Malone, of course, the Darth Vader of cable, we used to call him back when cable mattered, from Liberty Media. So they're all in this big game
hang
together.
on. John Malone, by the way, is a sort of, shirts, dressed down Midwest kind of guy. I'm just, he's not that kind of.
You don't like the Darth Vader?
No.
Moniker?
He's not that kind of glitzy personality that you usually.
Okay, well, he can be the Midwestern guy in the soap opera. But the exciting thing is, look, okay. Ferrari is the most glorious and successful racing team in Formula One history. They had the most famous and most respected driver, Fangio, back in the 50s. Michael Schumacher, of course, the most successful Formula One driver of all time. And, of course, Formula One is the most important racing auto league in the world, in the universe. So it's huge names here, but Formula One is really dependent on Ferrari. And lately, the chairman has been saying, look, we don't like the way things are going. We don't like the rules. You can't develop your engines during the season. We don't like the fuel limitations. They're trying to make this green. It's not about green. It's about racing. And we don't like a lot of the limitations they're putting on tires and brakes. And, hey, we could go race in a different league.
Yeah.
And that is a bad sign for Formula One. When this guy talks, Formula One has to listen.
So why is F1 making these changes?
They want to be more technologically advanced. They want to be greener. They're trying to, in a sense, play to the younger fans of today. But the younger kids don't seem to care about cars at all, be they green or 12-cylinder monsters. And actually, Bernie Ecclestone made kind of what Ferrari thinks of as a poor decision in not getting more involved in social media, not getting involved with Google and Apple with Formula One. So that's another thing Ferrari wants. They want Formula One to sort of get with it as far as the modernity of its communications.
So where would Ferrari go?
So Ferrari, their star driver Fernando Alonso waved the flag at the Le Mans, the 24-hour endurance race over the weekend, and he said to a lot of reporters that were there, I'm going to race endurance racing after I'm done with F1. And he said, I've spoken to Luca di Montezemolo about endurance racing, and we're really looking into it. And Luca, in an interview with the Wall Street Journal last week, said there's no way we could do both. It's not possible. So basically another shot across the bow at Formula One, which, by the way, is in the middle of these tense negotiations, at least CVC is with Liberty, to sell. They want to get as much money as they can, right? They're looking at an $8 billion valuation, but there's about $1 billion gap between what they want to get and what Malone wants to give. So this kind of news is not great news. And in order, I think, to use this kind of leverage, Luca has called CVC and Ecclestone and all the other F1 owners to a meeting in Maranello to kind of set the ground rules.
Wow, so much drama here.